All right, this station's reviewing sequences of transformations. So the first question wants us to transform the square using the following sequence. The first transformation is reflecting over the line x equals 3. So be sure that you draw your line at x equals 3, and you want to reflect the object over that line. So hit pause and do that. So when you reflected over line x equals 3, you should have gotten the image in green. Again, here's my points that I was given when I worked it out. The next transformation, transformation 2, wants us to translate using the following rule. So this tells me that I want to go left 4. So please do that. Translate this object left 4 using the rule. So this should have given you your answer when you connect your points. So that was after the double transformation. Notice we went from the pre-image to the image to the second image. Here's our second problem. We want to transform the trapezoid using the following sequence. The first transformation wants us to rotate 90 degrees clockwise. So I would get my flip book out, or my cheat sheet that I'm going to use on my test to find the rule to do it clockwise. So if you rotate the graph clockwise, then you want to make sure that you see the graph is in the second quadrant when the trapezoid was originally in the third quadrant. And here are your coordinates. I use the rule y equals negative x. Now you want to do the second translation, which is to translate x comma y minus 2. So the y minus 2 is going to tell you to translate it down 2 units. When you translate it down 2 units, you should have gotten this last unit. Now again, notice that I translated it down from the original image. So there's my image, and here are my coordinates that I got when I subtracted 2 from the y coordinate. Now, next problem. On this one, we want to translate the parallelogram using the following sequence. So the first transformation says to translate it x plus 1, y minus 1. The plus 1 is going to tell me to go right 1 unit. The minus 1 is going to tell me to go down 1 unit. So I want to take my pre-image, and I want to take it right 1 unit and down 1 unit. So this is what I got when I translated it right 1 unit and down 1 unit. And so it's in green. And then here are my coordinates. The next transformation wants me to rotate it 180 degrees. Again, it may help if you look at your flip book to find out what you need to do to rotate it 180 degrees. So when I rotated it 180 degrees, here was my rule. X equals negative x comma negative y. And so I wrote my list down. And again, notice that I go from my pre-image to my image to my last image. Next question. The question wants us to transform the quadrilateral using the following sequences. The first transformation is to reflect over the y-axis. So when I reflect over the y-axis, I could use the rule x comma y equals negative x comma y. And here were my coordinates, and here was my image that I made. Next, it wants me to do transformation 2, and I want to translate it x comma y plus 2. So again, you want to go from your image and translate it up 2. So this would be the picture. It's the burgundy picture here. That is my image after I translated it up 2 units. Next question, it wants us to transform the square using the following sequence. The first transformation is rotate 90 degrees counterclockwise. I would get my flip book out and find out what the formula is for 90 degrees counterclockwise. So when I rotate 90 degrees counterclockwise, my rule was negative y comma x. Here were my coordinates that I got when I changed the sign of y and swapped the points. And the green shape is my image that I got when I rotated 90 degrees counterclockwise. The second transformation wants us to reflect over the x-axis. So you want to reflect the image here, the green triangle, over the x-axis. And this completes our sequence of transformations. My answer is this burgundy colored or purple colored triangle, and here are my coordinates.